Hey, what's going on, everyone? I wanted to share with you a little bit, just my EDC here, um, but more than just doing a EDC video, I really wanted to share about this Benchmade 1100 series tactical pen. Um, Everybody carries their wallet with their license, and most people have their cell phones, keys. Obviously, those are things. I'm very much a minimalist when it comes to carrying. I don't have like a gun. I don't have an extra belt to carry all these things on. Um, but before I started collecting knives, this is my normal EDC. I don't carry a fire starter with me or any of that kind of stuff. Um, but obviously I started getting into knives, so I started clipping this onto my pocket, and it was just very minimalist and didn't interfere with my pockets or getting into my pockets to get to my keys or anything like that. Um, and I found myself just always needing to sign things or just to jot things down or whatever. I never had a pen on me, so I'd always had to ask people. So anyway, an opportunity came up for me to trade one of my knives for a pen, a tactical pen. And at first, the thought of trading a 80 some dollar knife or $100 knife or whatever for a pen seemed ridiculous, or spending that much money for a pen, especially like say a nice um, uh, whatever, nice pen, or it just didn't make sense to me. But when I found or saw the Benchmade, you see the Benchmade logo or name right there. When this one came up, I was very intrigued because the idea of having a secondary defense weapon, not carrying a second knife, but a tactical pen was very intriguing. Getting hit by this blunt tip here, kind of like a Kubotan or something like that. This was just an awesome idea. And not only that, but this one in particular, compared to, say, the Hinder Investigator pen or the modular pen or any kind of cheap black Smith and Wesson or Schrade pen or even the Surefires, they all have clips, but they all kind of sit starting like right here, and then it's kind of attached to the side, and so you'd have this much sticking out of your pocket. This is a very thick clip and a very secure clip, maybe even thicker and more secure than normal knife clips. And obviously, it's a very low riding clip. So it sits in your pocket on the left side of my left pocket, and it doesn't interfere with anything. So this sits in my left pocket with my phone. My wallet sits in my back pocket. My knife sits in my right pocket with my keys. So again, it's very minimalist. In terms of the Benchmade pen, this is a snap closure. This is a blue ink one. Utilizes, you can snap it like this and just write very easily. It's very convenient. You can one hand open and all that kind of stuff. It's a screw construction here, and the best part is it uses the Fisher pen. It's got a little spring here. Fisher pen, and it's got this little white insert, so when you do refills, make sure you keep this white insert so that it sits well within your pen. But I don't think I need to say anything about Fisher pens. Obviously it's got the gas insert, so you can write upside down, write underwater, do all that kind of stuff. So Fisher pens, in terms of dependability and everything, is probably one of the best pens out there. I wish they had fine tips. I think they have fine tips, but I haven't really been able to find them yet. But yeah, overall, this pen has been an integral part to my EDC, and both as a writing utensil, but also as a secondary defense thing, kind of just for safety. And one thing I found out is that these pens go through security at the airport, which is totally cool. So if I can't bring a knife with me, I have to check this in, then at least I do have something, one, to write with, and two, to kind of hold, to defend or whatever, So it's got a pretty good length here that's coming out of your fist for reverse grip. I don't think I would hold it like this or anything, but it's also very comfortable because this little dent here on the pocket clip fits my middle finger just perfectly right here. My thumb kind of holds here to secure it in place. So if you compare it, you know, say reverse grip with a knife, obviously you have more length with the knife, but this is pretty good, you know, for any kind of just debilitating blow to any kind of pressure point on the body. It's great. And there's some videos out there that talk about self-defense where, you know, if you're doing, you can like do kind of locking positions. I'm not very good at that stuff, so I look stupid doing it. But anyway, so yeah, Benchmade, in my opinion, I think Benchmade actually makes some of the best tactical pens out there. You know, they have ones now that you can screw on or whatever, but this one is my favorite one in terms of the look, design, the clip. Again, the low riding clip is awesome. The strength of the clip is great. So yeah, they have all kinds of different anodizations. There's a titanium version. This one is the aluminum version, which is totally fine for me. The titanium one runs about $200, which is just crazy to me, so that's still a little bit overboard for me. And they have a Damasteel version as well, which is beautiful. But yeah, if you are looking to put a pen into your EDC, definitely recommend the Benchmade 1100 series. Alright, thanks guys, and just let me know what you guys think. Talk to you soon. Bye.